You have big dreams, don't you? Dreams of success, fulfillment, and living a life that truly matters. But right now, you're feeling stuck. You've been craving success, but the energy to actually do something about it seems out of reach. Every day you wake up, you think, today's the day I'll start, but somehow the energy just isn't there. You end up wasting time, scrolling on your phone or binge watching TV. But this doesn't mean you can't succeed. You're not lazy. You're simply trapped in a cycle that's making it harder to take action. What you're missing isn't energy. It's the right strategy to break free from this cycle. In the next few minutes, we're going to change that. You're going to learn how to build momentum, how to take that first step, and most importantly, how to find the energy you need to create the life you want. So stick with me till the end, because this could be the moment everything changes for you. Why you struggle to get started. Let's be honest, you've probably experienced this before. You've got this big goal, maybe even a list of goals, but no matter how badly you want to achieve them, you feel overwhelmed by how hard it seems. You've thought about writing a book, getting fit, or starting that side hustle, but instead of getting started, you end up doing anything but that. The thing is, it's not laziness, it's something deeper. It's called inertia, a psychological barrier we all face. You see, your brain is wired to avoid discomfort. Starting something new, especially a big goal, feels difficult and uncomfortable. It seems like too much work, and your brain naturally pushes you to take the easy route. Distractions, scrolling, anything to avoid the effort. But here's the good news. This isn't your fault. It's not a matter of willpower or lack of motivation. It's just the way your brain works. The good news? You can retrain your brain. The first step is recognizing this cycle and breaking it down into smaller, manageable pieces. That's where the real change starts. The power of small steps. The biggest hurdle in achieving any goal is not the goal itself, but the belief that the goal is too big to tackle. The idea of running a marathon seems impossible if you focus on the 26 miles. But what if you just focused on 1 mile, or even 1 step? Instead of worrying about how much you need to do, think about what you can do right now. Instead of looking at the mountain of work ahead of you, focus on the first small step you can take today. Here's a simple example. You want to write a book. Don't think about writing 300 pages. Just focus on writing 1 sentence today. That's it. Small wins like that add up. When you break tasks into smaller, more manageable parts, they start feeling doable. This technique works in every area of your life. Want to get fit? Don't think about running every day. Just do 10 push-ups today. That's it. Then tomorrow, do a few more. Soon you'll realize that you're doing more than you thought, and the energy to keep going will build up. Momentum is your best friend, and momentum starts with small actions. Build routines to make action automatic. We all know that willpower doesn't last forever. Some days you wake up and feel motivated to crush it, but other days you just want to hit the snooze button. Relying on willpower alone is like running on fumes. Eventually it'll run out. That's why you need routines. Routines are powerful because they automate the hard part. When you create habits, you no longer have to waste energy deciding whether or not to do something. It becomes second nature. You don't have to think about it. Let's say you want to start exercising. The best way to ensure you actually do it is to make it part of your daily routine. Set your workout clothes by the door, so when you wake up, you don't have to think about it. You just get dressed and get moving. It's easy. You've already set yourself up for success. Start small. The simpler the routine, the easier it is to follow. Maybe it's just writing down your goals for the day every morning. Or it could be drinking a glass of water right after you wake up. These small, consistent actions build the foundation for bigger wins. You don't need willpower to change your life. You need consistency. The 2-minute rule. Overcome the resistance to start. Starting is often the hardest part. But here's a trick. Make the task so small that it's impossible to say no. The 2-minute rule is simple. Commit to do anything for just 2 minutes. That's all. 2 minutes of effort. And guess what? Once you start, you'll find that it's easier to keep going. Don't feel like reading a book? Tell yourself you'll read just 1 page. Don't feel like cleaning your room? Start with just 1 corner. You'll be surprised at how much you accomplish after that initial push. Once you've done something for 2 minutes, it feels easier to keep going. Momentum takes over and you're no longer battling against yourself. The hardest part was getting started, but after that, everything else falls into place. Make it small, make it easy, and just start. Break free from perfectionism. Perfectionism is one of the biggest obstacles standing between you and your dreams. It's a lie that keeps you stuck in the "I'm not ready yet" mindset. You don't need to do everything perfectly. In fact, doing something imperfectly is far better than doing nothing at all. Here's the truth. Progress is more important than perfection. Even if you make mistakes along the way, that's part of the process. The key is to keep moving forward. Every successful person you admire started with small, imperfect actions. They weren't perfect, they stumbled, but they kept going, and that's what made all the difference. Perfectionism isn't required for success. Consistency is. So let go of the idea that everything has to be perfect. Embrace progress over perfection and keep moving forward. The more you do, the more you learn, and the closer you get to your goals. The power of focus. One of the most powerful tools you have at your disposal is focus. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. It's easy to get sidetracked by social media, notifications, and other distractions. But the secret to success lies in your ability to focus on what truly matters. When you give your full attention to a task, your brain operates at a much higher level. You're more efficient, more productive, and less likely to procrastinate. You need to find ways to block out distractions and truly immerse yourself in the task at hand. Here's an idea. The next time you sit down to work on something important, set a timer for 25 minutes and focus solely on that task. No phone, no distractions, just work. After 25 minutes, take a short break. You'll be amazed at how much you can get done with this technique. Focus isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. How to stay motivated long term. Here's the thing about motivation, it comes and goes. One day you'll feel like you can conquer the world. Next, you might be struggling to get out of bed. That's normal. Motivation is fleeting, and relying on it to get things done is a risky strategy. The key to success is discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades, and discipline is built through small, consistent actions. Start by setting simple, attainable goals. Break them down into daily tasks and show up every day to do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't want to. And over time, you'll find that your discipline creates its own motivation. Take action today. Now you know the secret. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for a burst of energy. Success is built on small actions, consistent routines, and pushing through the resistance to start. Today, I want you to take one small step. It could be writing one sentence of that book you've been putting off, doing one push-up, or drinking that glass of water. Whatever it is, just do it. Your dreams are waiting for you, but they'll remain dreams if you don't take action. So don't wait for the right moment. Create it today. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because your journey towards success starts now, and you don't want to miss out on more tips that'll keep you moving forward. You've got this. Let's take that first step together.